This is the best opportunity that you've had to buy Bitcoin in the past few months. Don't pass it up. Currently, the price of Bitcoin is $60,844, and it's currently sitting at this level of support down here at between $60,000 and $61,000. Bitcoin's price can go as low as the bottom of this range without causing any kind of severe panic from my perspective at $59,631. But if it does lose that level there at the mid $59,000 level, it's quite likely going to drop back down here to this $50,000 range. In today's video, I'm going to explain exactly what we can expect from the price of Bitcoin coming very soon. It's getting quite exciting. The market's heating up and everything is getting, altcoins are looking pretty rough right now. You can see from this right here, like the entire altcoin market suffering quite badly today. So today we've got a lot of things to discuss. I'm still doing my $10,000 to $1 million trading challenge, although currently I got stopped out of my Vanry trade. I'm not in any trades at the moment, but I am looking to take a Bitcoin long position and try and time this bottom. However, I might not be looking to take a Bitcoin long position by the end of today's video. It depends on what that analysis says I should do. So if you're interested in what's to come, slap a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on those channel notifications, and let's crack on with today's analysis, of which starting out, yes, Bitcoin is not looking too healthy today. If we're to look here at the 5-minute chart, you're able to see that Bitcoin's price just keeps on making lower and lower and lower. And that's not great. We don't really want to be seeing that. We like Bitcoin's price when it's going up, not when it's going down. And the reason why it keeps going down is because we lost this lower level of support here. However, since we've lost that low level of support, we've actually found an element of support in this range here. So if you look at the 15-minute chart, there is quite a lot of support in this range. And what we need to be looking at right now is the liquidation heat map for Bitcoin. So if we give that a refresh, it'll take us over to the liquidation heat map for today, of which we can see currently there is a bunch more liquidations just below the current price of Bitcoin. It'll probably end up somewhere around $59,800, and then we'll get a bounce. Maybe it'll drop down as low as $59,000, and then we'll get a bounce. Either way, a big wick is probably coming at some time this evening. So if you are stuck in a long position right now, you might need some more margin in order to get yourself out of this sticky situation. From my perspective though, it is worthwhile starting to take up low leverage longs in this range, because at some point in the next couple of weeks, it's likely that Bitcoin starts printing new highs again. This is just another flush. We've had quite a few flushes recently where Bitcoin's price shows some bullish action and then flushes out, then it shows more bullish price action and then it flushes out again. We saw another big flush here in the Bitcoin's price went down, flushed everybody out, went back up, then flushed everyone out again. It keeps on giving these fake highs, and then again another flush here, another flush here. Lots of these flushes, and what Bitcoin is doing right now is nothing that we've not seen before. It is literally just ranging, and that's what you can expect when you trap between two levels. You don't want to have your liquidation point anywhere within this range, which is why I'm saying at the moment trading is safe, but only when using low leverage. If you're using high leverage, you should only be scalping trades right now. Nothing crazy, nothing like no hero trades or anything like that. When it comes to the price of Ethereum, what are we looking at? Just before we get on to price predictions and where to place trades, currently Ethereum again is finding support in this orange box area. This orange box is something that dates back a while, and it's a range of which seems to be a pretty good range in which to buy Ethereum in terms of its Bitcoin value. Now, it had a significant rejection over the past 24 hours, a rejection of about 5.7% against the value of Bitcoin. And if we look at Ethereum's US dollar value, it is down pretty bad overnight, like really quite bad, to be honest. I know it doesn't look so bad on this chart because we've had so much volatility recently, but this is what I talk about when I talk about flushing. Ethereum, is down 11% in the past 2 days. Now, those are some pretty significant moves. However, when looking at the Ethereum chart right now, I actually think it looks pretty good. From my perspective, what we've had here is we've had a fake out, a rejection, a liquidation wick, wicking everybody out of their trades, and then another breakout here, of which we've come down, getting a bullish retest. And from my perspective, Ethereum can drop as low right now as the bottom of this range around these levels here, around $2,877. We can get pretty low on Ethereum before I start getting concerned that we're not going to be coming back up. But Ethereum right now is looking pretty strong. The thing is, if we do lose this range here at $2,877, then we can look to coming back down to around $2,500, and it'll get pretty messy. It will be quite unpleasant, will that? And you will see the altcoin market continue to take absolutely huge lumps out of itself. Now, one of the things that we were trading in the challenge was Vanry. In terms of where I set my stop loss, I had my stop loss at 17 cents. I ended up losing about $3,000 on that trade, taking us back to a total trading balance right now of about $10,000. Not optimal, because all of the progress so far has now been reset, but that does mean that now we can keep going on with it and placing trades and trying to complete the $10,000 to $1 million trading challenge. If you want to do that, the challenge that I'm completing the exchange on is PHEMEX, and I'm also using a few different apps and such in which to trade some meme coins. In terms of the way that the other meme coins have been getting on, I'll let you know right now. Unfortunately, the meme coin that we had invested in, which was called PHEMEX, has now dropped 50%. That's not good. However, these meme coins are very low valuations. This has only got a $2.3 million market cap right now. And maybe it'll come back. I'm holding on to it still. So we're down $500 on that, giving us now $9,500 overall in the challenge. So you could say challenge off to a bit of a rough start, but to be honest, given the price volatility that we've had, we've done well to preserve a lot of the finances within the challenge. The question is, what is going to happen to the price of Bitcoin right now? Are we going to go up, or are we going to go continuing to the downside? Well, there's a few key levels of which you need to watch. Like I've already explained, a brick outside of this range here, a brick below $60,000, really we can only go as low as the bottom of this last candle here. If we go lower than the bottom of this range, well, things start looking pretty rough for Bitcoin. And from that perspective, I'd be looking to take a short position all the way down to kind of around $54,000 for the challenge in order to try and make some of that money back and make a profit on top of it, of course. The challenge is going to be a long period of time now, so yeah. In terms of other altcoins right now, Phantom is down at 65 cents. Again, this overall trading pattern here, to me, it's just looking like the start of a bull run. I'm not particularly negative about anything that's going on at the moment. I think that overall, the market is looking generally quite good in terms of for buying right now. It's looking terrible for selling. This is Glimmer. Now, Glimmer, which is Moonbeam, has made another low to the downside, which is not particularly good, but at the same time, it's great if you're a buyer. Launchblock has lost all of its gains from the other day, which is, again, not particularly favorable. But overall, I'm quite optimistic about the market just because of where we sit within these charts. Now, this is the Bitcoin Rainbow Price Indicator. Here, we can see that we're literally still towards the very bottom of the rainbow right now. The bull market hasn't even started from my perspective. If we're looking here at the Nupal says that we're still in the belief/denial phase. Now, being that we're on the way up, we're still well within that belief phase, and it's nice that we're getting a bit of a price reset, to be honest, because it means that we'll go higher. The actual reset that we've had is significantly higher than what the actual price action has been, so that's been nice as well. In terms of the percentage of Bitcoin addresses in profit right now, that has continued to decline. So basically 100% of Bitcoin investors were in a profit, whereas right now 91.4% of all Bitcoin addresses are in profit. Now that's the amount of people that have bought Bitcoin throughout history. 91% of them are in a profit. That can probably still drop a little bit lower. And this is all caused by the Bitcoin halving that's happened recently. Now, how does Bitcoin halving affect all of this? And also, very important thing happening tomorrow with the Fed. The Fed's going to go on a live stream again, and the markets could considerably pump, which is one of the reasons why I don't want to be too quick to short this market, because it's probably going to be good news tomorrow from the Federal Reserve, and hopefully they say that inflation is slowing down and they're going to start tapering off interest rates. And as soon as the Fed start tapering off interest rates, you're going to see a lot of money leave banks, and when that money leaves banks, it enters into stocks, it enters into crypto, because suddenly it's no longer like good to have your money in a bank. If the interest rates are coming down and inflation is still pretty high, then that means that you're better off having your money in the stock market, because the S&P 500 has outperformed whatever interest rate you would get in your bank account by over double over the past 10 years. So you're much better off having your money in the stock market historically than what you are having it in the bank, which is one of the reasons why it'd be good news if we get that rate hike reduction tomorrow, which is currently only sat at a 2% chance. But if we do get that rate hike reduction, everything's going to get a lot better. Now, overall, the market, I think, yes, it looks bad. But you always want to buy when it looks bad, because no one wants to buy when it looks bad. And then you want to sell when it looks good. Everyone wants to buy when it looks good and sell when it looks bad. Don't fall for that. All I can say is, look, I've been trading this now since 2013, on and off. I really started trading it properly around 2019. And since I've been trading this, so over the past 5 years, every single day, I can say that every time I buy when things look bad, it might take a little bit of time for it to turn around, but it always does turn around. So anything that you've been looking at for a while, get it bought. If you're holding on to things and you've not taken profit, well, learn from it next time. And when things start going well, take that profit, because you don't feel like it at the time, but it's always worthwhile holding onto a USD stack. So when the market does drop, you're able to buy the dip. And on that note, guys, if you have learned something in today's video and you are bullish on the price of Bitcoin like I am over a longer term time frame, slap a like on this video, subscribe to the channel. I'll be back tomorrow with a slightly better produced video, but overall, the market is looking pretty strong. I'm also going to be going on a live stream tonight on the main channel, so slap a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.